Are you interested in what's new in the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020 with a focus on new airports or scenery enhancements? Then this is the video for you. Let's roll the intro and then let's look at the details. So the first one is from Voyager Sim Project. It's the Stromboli Airfield, limb number 3. It's an airport with a sloping runway on the island of Stromboli, Sicily, Oiline Islands, not sure how you pronounce it. It's located in Italy, right? So Sicily, located in Italy. It has some waypoints, which are mentioned here. The runway has a full height. It has a slope up to 10% with difference in height, right? That's really challenging. And also, I would say it's not a very lengthy runway. You can see it's 473 meters. And here you can see the difference in altitude, right? Which is really cool. If you look at the aprons, 2 large aprons to be able to move easily. There are also some parking spots where you can park your aircraft, of course, when landing on it. And there are several hangars which are modeled, but only the east apron has 4 open hangars which can be used for parking. Specifically, each open hangar corresponds to a parking lot, so that's to keep it in mind. Realism, every component can be walked on, including walls, low walls, barriers, curbs, etc. So be careful in the Flight Simulator settings, because if you set them to detect accidents and damage, then you might damage your aircraft. Not so many pictures, but here you can see the difference, right, in altitude, which is really, I would say, pretty cool. So there's a really large slope, and you can see that it's also pretty nice when approaching the aircraft. Or airport, I should say. So pretty nice one from Voyager Sim Project. Here you can see some larger pictures above the I would say above the text, but it still is pretty limited, although it gives a pretty nice overview of the airport. Here you can see the hangars which you can park on. These ones are likely unusable for now. Then they also released limb number 4. It's the Panaria Fly Airfield. You can see also a slope, a crazy slope. It's also located on Sicily, right? There's 2 runways, which you can use. And if we look at the details, you can see that it has a full lightning again. You can see that it's also pretty short runways, but also the elevation is changed, right? So the elevation to the runway is, I would say, huge, right? Lower apron, 150, upper apron, 197. Scenario, has 14 car parks, of which and 12 in the apron also includes a refueling area which you can use. There's a helipad, 3 in total at the airfield, and 2 more in the east of the island, so not located on the airport itself, but on the island, which you can use. You can use the hangars, right, but only those who are open. And this is what you will get if you buy the package. Here they release some bigger pictures, and you can see the level of detail, including stairs, including, say, cracked mountain. So really nice that they developed this. And this is also a pretty challenging airport. You can see the traffic tower also modeled with even a person in it. So really nice airport, including the 3 helipads. You can see the lower part of the airport can be used by airports. So pretty nice one, the Panaria Fly Airfield. Although not really big, but I would say it could be pretty challenging, right? Landing on this one. Then the next one is from Aerosoft. This Frankfurt Airport, Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot. It's the largest commercial airport in Germany, which is really nice. And they modeled it pretty cool also, because it includes a lot of features, right? Of course, high accuracy recreation of the airport, then accurate models of the airport, buildings and facilities, up-to-date layout as of September 2024, which is really recent. Custom terrain layout, mesh and runway profiles, taxiway bridges crossing the Autobahn to runway 07 Lima and 25 Romeo. A highly realistic night lighting, dynamic and living airport, interior modeled also, which is visible from the airport side, interior passenger models, and then a lot of custom things like the vehicle traffic on the Autobahn, aerial imagery, custom jetways, accurate taxiway lighting, stand support AI traffic, And there's also a GSX profile included, and it supports the Aerosoft VDGS module with highly accuracy. So if we look at the airport itself, right, you can already see that this one is pretty serious because the parked cars here are really nice, but also the roof details are really nicely modeled compared to what you would normally see with, let's say, less developed airports. And this is also the view from the air, right? A lot of detail from the air, including a lot of nice things, right? Clear signs on the aprons, but also here you can see, for example, the airliners, right? The airliner logos. You can see like looks like a monorail being modeled. So this one is really promising. So if you want to, I would say, increase the detail of Frankfurt Airport, then this is a package which you could consider to buy. Then the next one is the Sherborne in Elmet Airport, Echo Golf Charlie Juliet. It's located near the village of Sherborne in Elmet in North Yorkshire, England. It's a historic airfield with a long-standing connection to aviation. Right, it goes back to the early 20th century. It played part of World War II. It has 4 runways, right? So 10, 28, 6, and 24, and 1 and 19. You can see that 10 and 28 is both available as tarmac, but also as grass. But you need to have the UK 2000 Scenery Common Library, which you can download for free from the marketplace in Flight Simulator 2020. Not too much details about what they included, so let's go to the pictures. And here you can see that they added a lot of things, right? They added the pylons, they added the hangars, but also people simply walking and talking. Some nice additions like signs how far to which city. You can also see that the hangar doors can be opened. It's unsure, I would say, a little bit unsure about how all those aircrafts are, if they are really static or not. It looks like some of them are static, but some of them might, I would say, be, driving around. You can also see that you can review the aircraft. And this is really cool, right? Even a parking spot with a lot of detailed cars on that one also. So Sherborne in Elmet Airport. Then we've got Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, Echo Hotel Alpha Mike, created by Fuel Air. It's one of the, I think it's the second developer who, let's say, is touching this airport. So they added a lot of things, right? The airport is built on a single terminal concept, one terminal, or one large terminal split into 3 departure halls. There's 6 runways. And here you can have some interesting facts about the airport, but also the features which are included. So let's go to features. 80 highly detailed buildings, mall terminal, interior, complete modeled ground polygon including realistic decals, dirt, taxi lines and surfaces. Airport uses the real-world elevation runway slopes, custom animated jetways, updated FCAT, parking spots and taxiway names. Taxi signs and lighting has been updated, improved taxiway and runway approach lighting, as well as multiple objects and cluttered replaced over the airport using the SDK and custom objects. Keep in mind that you need to remove the AHAM Schiphol Airport from Asobo because else you might hit some conflicts. And this is the airport, right? You can see the traffic tower is there. You can see the buses and the taxis over here. And this is a shoot from the air, right? Where you can look at the aprons. All the aircrafts are waiting there. And this is really nice to see. A lot of detail, as you could see. You can see the dirt indeed on the aprons. You can see a lot of nice signs on the aprons. You can see, I would say, even letters on the terminal buildings. These are the model buildings, right, around the airport. So this is the non-airport side where you can find parking spots, etc. Also, the night lighting has improved, and here you can see the level of detail also. Unfortunately, I don't think there are pictures of the inside of the terminal buildings, but hopefully that's also included. Based on the description of this say package, it looks like, but let's see. So, pretty nice one, Amsterdam Schiphol Airport by Fuel Air. Then we've got MSF Scenery Builders. They developed the Andama International Airport, Foxtrot Tango Tango Juliet. It's an airport. It's the capital city of Chad. It's the country's only international airport. It's a dual usage. Civilian and military installations are there, but not too much details besides that. So let's have a look at the pictures. This is the airport where you can see some buildings. You can see that they also say created the parking spots. You can see that they added people. Not sure if those people are really walking around the airport. And this is the airport itself, right, where you can see ground vehicles, a lot of ground vehicles, and some aircrafts, including some larger ones. Here you can see some military aircrafts. Here you can see the cargo aircrafts. Some of them might be static, but it's unclear from the text if that's the case. But it still looks pretty nice, as you can see. Then scrolling down the list, we will find the hub Addis Ababa Airport. Hub is the ICAO code Hotel of Alpha Bravo by Savo Corporation in partnership with Borelli, MSFS Scenery Add-ons. It's an airport which has, I would say, a long history. 2010 has 2 terminals with 11 gates. Airport features highly detailed models with high resolution textures, updated track, taxi, apron and stand, personalized and accurate taxiway signage, accurate terrain elevation and track profiles. And these are the airliners which are landing on this airport. And here we can see some screenshots, right? So you can see again some dirt, right? It's not all clean. You can really see that it's a used airport. You can see they added a lot of details, including some hangars where maintenance is performed, for example, for Ethiopian Airlines. You can see the traffic tower itself with some interior. These are the jetways, also look like to be a little bit custom. And also here you can see that the interior of the terminal building has been animated. Not sure if there are passengers walking in it, but at least it's animated. And also for those who like night lighting, well, this is more than welcome, right? Because the night lighting also looks pretty cool. Then we've got Nashville International Airport, Kilo Bravo November Alpha by Dominic Design Team. They released this airport and made a lot of updates. For example, it's the full version of the airport that have... the airport is the full version of the works that have been completed up to now, right? So it's still being developed, but maybe you will get the, I would say, the updated airport for free. Not sure because it's not mentioned in the documentation. PBR textures, dynamic lighting, real ground markings, then a lot of custom things like handcrafted pavements, jetways, animated objects, and passenger animation, as well as they added an AI aircraft parking code, ground layer custom, and the handcrafted taxiway signage. And this is how it looks like, right? So here you can see a level of detail from the terminal building itself. So a lot of detail, as you can see. Here's the exterior of the building with a lot of jetways. And this is what I'd say, what brings both the aircraft world, but also the passenger world together, right? Below we can see some other smaller screenshots, a little bit hard to see, but also those look pretty cool. So Nashville International Airport. Then we've got some night enhancements. For example, for Columbus, Kilo Charlie Mike Hotel by Dream Scenery. They updated this airport with some night enhancements. So if you use the airport during the night hours, you will have better lighting compared to the default lighting in Flight Simulator 2020. Scrolling down the list, we will find several other ones. But first we go back in time. Go back to 1935. It's the Coast Guard Air Station Dinner. KMI 1 by Red Wing. They developed this package, which is 4K textures, detailed 30s, buildings, cars and trucks, as well as static aircrafts, dynamic flights and windsocks, and the airport illumination at night. And this is how it looks like, right? So Pan American Airway system, including some very old aircrafts. But I would say, if you love the 1930s, then there's a package which you would say will likely want to buy. Then going back to the modern time, it's the Relic Duram Airport Night Enhancement, Kilo Romeo Delta uniform, again by Dream Scenery. So again, if you fly in the night, or if you land in the night, or depart in the night, I should say, then you can enjoy this night enhancement created by Dream Scenery for this airport. The same thing is done for Southwest Florida Airport night announcement, Kilo Romeo Sierra Whiskey. So also a lot of detail there where you can now enjoy the night lightning if you depart or if you land on this airport during the night hours. If you follow everything, no, they were really busy. So also San Jose Airport night announcement, Kilo Sierra Juliet Charlie. Also the night announcement over here, where you can see that they added a lot of lights, right? Where, and if say if you zoom out, right, if you look out from the air, it looks really, would say, cool. Then continuing with West Yellowstone Airport, Kilo Whiskey Yankee Sierra by Pearl Simulations. So the airport is a state-owned public use airport located to adjacent to the US 191 and US 2871 nautical north of the central business district of West Yellowstone. 50 handcrafted buildings, custom ground textures, true-to-life night lighting, 4K textures, and detailed rendition of the West Yellowstone Airport. So this is the airport, right? Blazing, I would say, in a pretty nice scenery, as you can see. A lot of trees. You can see that they added the lightning, but you can also see that they add some details like parking spots and some other buildings, which makes it more realistic to use this airport in Flight Simulator 2020. Then some cases it takes some time to load, right? Here you can see the signs on the taxiway, which makes it, I would say, really pleasant to use. Here you can see the uh, traffic tower, which is a really old one, and then some other surrounding buildings, which they have added as part of this package, right? So the West Yellowstone Airport is not a really big airport, but again, it's a pretty nice one. They also modeled the interior, right? So you can also see, go to the security check if you want. Or if you don't want to go to the security check, you can visit the outside because the outside also has added or has received some updates, as you can see, right? Some nice details over there, which again is really nice. Then we've got the Bad Ragas Airport, Lima Sierra Zulu Echo. It's 2 kilometers from the center of the village of Bad Ragas. Not sure if I pronounced it correctly. It's in Switzerland. So all the buildings are there. It's high resolution PBR textures as well as many objects to decorate the scenery, realistic night lighting, lamps, the vintage Antonov AN2 aircraft parked. But again, keep in mind it's static, realistic floor layout, animated people. The clock of hangar 1 shows the simulator time and also opens between 9 a.m. and it closes at 6 p.m. Windsocks is there, sunshades are there. A railway line with moving SBB train is stopping at the airport. So let's have a look at the screenshots. Keep in mind that the eastern approach area contains a red wedding house, the Freudenberg Castle ruins, and the Bull Castle, as well as the St. Leonard Chapel. So this is how it looks like, right? So a lot of cool things, including the static aircraft, as they mentioned. You can go to the restaurant, enjoy the aircraft's landing and departing. You can see the hangars there with some aircrafts in it. And of course, you can also use that hangar yourself, right? If you decide to park there. You can see the restaurant and the kiosk. And these are some scenery pictures, right? Which they have added. So a lot of nice things. And also the weather is really cool because you can, if you fly in the summer or maybe in the spring, it looks like this. But you could also see some pictures, right, in the winter time where you can see a lot of snow covering the airport, which is again pretty nice if you love the different seasons of the year. Here's a train, right? The train also moving. So a lot of cool things in this package. Then we've got the Aracatuba Airport Sierra Bravo Alpha uniform. That's in Brazil. That's been developed by G Pereira. So what are the main features? High definition ground textures, highly detailed airport buildings and city objects, as realistic night lighting. So here you can see some screenshots, right, of the information or additions which they made, including the night lighting over here, including the aprons which have been updated, and a lot of details, including some static scenery as it looks like, some ground vehicles, and some other stuff. So also pretty cool, this Arakatuba Airport. Then the last one is the Schiphol Airport night enhancement Uniform Hotel Kilo Uniform Hotel Mike Mike. It's in Russia. It received an update where if you use this airport in the night hours, or then you can enjoy this night enhancement created by Dream Scenery. And that was it, right? So there were in total 70 new items in this category. If you prefer to see the added airport liveries, then have a look at the description of this video, because those are discussed in a different video. Simply click on the link in the description and we'll bring you directly to that video. Thanks for watching this one. I hope you liked it and hope to see you back next time. In the meantime, I wish you safe flying.